Hello and welcome, fellow tankers. So, as you might have heard, Wargaming is losing now completely the control over itself, but let's not lose further words about it. Let's just hop into the trailer about the new event.
The hell with the protocol! Open the portal immediately! I repeat, open the portal! Nice! Do you copy?
Those tanks you've seen before, you can imagine you are this as the player base, okay? Just remember this is you.
Hello, I'm Miriam, and this is a Raumfalte.
And remember, that purple little bitch is Wargaming.
This device is like a magic hat that can store and retrieve anything. From priceless art masterpieces to entire tanks. Isn't the science fascinating? You can even find another Raumfalte inside it.
I think you already got the message. These are the new loot boxes. They are not squares, they are like now balls, but even worse than ever before.
And in the second one can be a third. In the third, a fourth, and more, and more, and more. You can try these devices right now. Sign up to volunteer for Last Stand and defend reality itself.
This is you trying to play a decent game, while Wargaming keeps fucking it up whenever it can.
We won't be able to fight back!
And earn up to 7 Raumfalte to test. Also, complete special missions to get another 3 devices. After all, somebody has to test them. Now, about how it all works.
Just a little appendix to this, like, I like it that there's another Miriam event, though I'm wondering why it is in beginning of summer, like in May, and not around Halloween. But okay, let's just deal with it.
When you open Raumfalte, you have a chance to get a new sphere. Proto, Alpha, or Prime.
Those are the new loot boxes, like 3 types, and they are connected to each other, and it's getting really ridiculous.
When this happens, you will most often extract a rarer and more valuable device. Scientists are researching how Raumfalte works. The probability of getting a new sphere is about 20%. That means roughly 1 in 5 devices will yield a sphere, which, if you're lucky, will often be a rarer device.
So you get this loot box things, which have like the opportunity of 20% to get something. But this is just the first type. This is like the lowest level of something.
Alpha devices share the same odds, and if the technology remains stable, they'll most often contain a prime. But protospheres are not only about a chance of getting alpha and prime ones.
We will check out those values later, how high the chances are actually to get in the ball, another ball, which is even higher level.
There's also the protosphere's contents, which are useful resources. And Tier 8 and 9 scientific vehicles.
Are you already like seeing that they are copying Fallout, the style of Fallout in like very cheap way? And of course they put premium tanks in loot boxes, of course. This is nothing new, but nah, we're just starting. New Tier 9 tanks. Not just 1, already 2. And the new Tier 8 tank.
Blowing things up is part of science, but that's only the beginning. If your
Have you seen that greedy smile and rubbing her hands? Like, they knew exactly what they are doing.
Device triggers a chance for 1 more sphere, it will probably be the second time.
Let's read that little red thing here. Like, opening results may vary for different Raumfalte types. So, probabilities because after all, if you have to receive the prize you want, try reloading the device. They are like actually telling you if you don't get what you want, just buy more. Try it again. At some point it will work. Nice dudes. Wargaming, such a nice company.
Alpha, and that will open new facets of reality. In the Alpha device, you will find valuable resources.
Those Alpha are the next level, like they are level 2, and they have other stuff in it, more valuable stuff, you can say. For example, also components. So you can basically now buy yourself components. This is not completely new, it was in Christmas specials sometimes the case when you could gamble for some stuff there, but now it's like even more obvious.
Components for experimental equipment or free experience, and rare Tier 9 and 10 vehicles.
So as you can see, most of them are already known, but there's a new one, I don't know, another Tier 9 tank in the next level of loot boxes. So just try to remember all of this, because much more is coming.
With scientific tools like these, no one will stand in the way of your research. No one.
And here we are. Because they absolutely know what they are doing here. They know they put tier 10 tanks now in those boxes, and they are like off the top overpowered, and it's going to be crazy. And they absolutely know what they are doing, and this is how they advertise it, like, no one will stand in your way. Just buy all our shit, and you're completely overpowered.
You can also get one more sphere from Alpha Raumvaulter. If this happens, it will probably be the third, the most advanced sphere type. The Prime device
This is level 3. Another level. This is the best one. Prime, okay? Like Optimus Prime. Like, this is obviously the best one, which is like almost exploding.
covers the unknown layers of subspace that contain guaranteed gold, resources, unique tier 9.
Let's just hop back for a second.
Guaranteed gold.
You will get guaranteed gold, but you see there's other stuff in it. And you can also like draw like basically kind of useless crew member with 1 skill, but also 2 skills and 3 skills. You can gamble for this now. And you can buy as much as you want.
Resources, unique tier 9.
Another
and
tier 9.
Tier 10 vehicles.
Those are in the prime. Make sure you remember this. They are level 3. There's in those best ones, those rarest ones, in level 3, there's 1 new tier 9 and this tier 10, which is an absolute joke, and this tier 10. Good, I stopped this. Because now they will point it out the most aggressively. So like every idiot will understand now, they have tier 10 vehicles now. And even the beloved Chieftain, I'm not so aware of that, but a lot of fans are out there who love the Chieftain. And they know what they are doing.
Tier 10s! Even though the devices are unstable,
buy them now.
engineers managed to make getting a scientific vehicle guaranteed. The guaranteed vehicle from the 50th sphere works by familiar principles, but with a different number and a separate counter for each of the 3 Raumvaulter types. So, if you get a vehicle from the protosphere, it won't reset the counters for the Alpha and Prime devices.
Okay, you understand, you can like do normal loot box things, like buy 50 and then get 1 tank for sure. But also in those boxes are sometimes those alpha balls, and they stack up too. And you will get another sure tank when you got 40. And the next one, because those level 2 ones, they can have prime balls in them. And they can stack up too, until you have like open 20 of them, and then you will get something for sure. But that's so ridiculous, because like you have to buy so many of them to even get close to this number. We will check the values later.
This increases the chances of getting a vehicle, even if you're not so lucky. Each proto-Raumvaulter...
Even if you're not so lucky, like, okay, you have a 2% chance of like drawing something from the first box, which you want. The rest just gets more shitty. So I guess like 98% of the players will be not so lucky.
means vehicles, resources, and a chance to get even more from the Alpha and Prime spheres. And you can get as many as 10 of these devices. 7 for resilience in Last Stand, and 3 for special missions in random battles. You can acquire even more Raumvaulter if you assist.
Just to make it clear, you can get, I think, up to 10 of the prime, not prime, not prime, the lowest one, I don't know how they called them, like, just like, we call them just now cheap balls. The cheap balls, you can get 10 for free, but they are just because they want to make you gamble addict. That's the meaning of their existing, but if you can resist this, when you have like 10 balls, you can get some stuff for free there, which is good, which is okay, which is nice, but of course they have something else in mind with those.
With further research of the Babylon Project. Unfold space-time itself. Feel free to ignore the manual. It's completely safe.
This is basically Wargaming. Just don't read the values, like the possibilities to draw a tank. Just you will get something for sure, yeah. I think it's ridiculous how much this purple glass thing resembles Wargaming. Ignore the manual, just buy it. But yeah, let's check out the ending of that stuff.
Good luck in your research.
How fucking creepy are they? Like, good luck in spending a car worth of money into our game. It's just a game. So Operation Pandora, the last stand is going to start, and we will check this out now. Let's first go to the main site. This will be last stand, Operation Pandora. There's some stuff no one will read. It's like some cheap ass story, like always, and this will be like a last stand thing. Lots of waves of enemy will come and you can kill them with your teammates. And this is not a bad thing. This is something nice, something we already had, like I think last year for Halloween. You can use your own tier 8 vehicles. Completely cool, something new. I like it. Of course, cool concept. Why not? So here we are. Like there's a main operation. You will get like this stuff here. I'm not sure if those are the quests in the mission itself or if you have to fight random battles or something like this. This is not so important right now. Which you can see here, you will get some useful stuff like retraining orders, some components and some 2 cheap-ass balls. But also 3D attachments. I'm not sure if anyone wants to have 3D attachments. I guess people are out there who like them. I don't need them. For me, they are completely useless. But okay, why not? If people like them, go for it. So there's another mastery path. I guess this is like the weekly or something like this progression. We'll get stuff as well. Also the balls and extra missions. Another 2 balls. Some 2D style, which might not look as disgusting as many of the other 2D styles. And a badge, of course. So this so far to the like normal rewards, but we will go further and we will check out what it is which make those balls like worthy for anything, if you could say so. The thing is, every Raumfalte contains 100 gold, so you'll get normally always gold and 5 XP, at least. So this is how I understand it. So you can buy the stuff and you will get massive amounts of free XP, not free XP, but like in-game normal XP you can like use for your grind. So you can grind insanely high with buying stuff. Like you don't have to have any skill, you can just buy yourself up. Great concept for World of Tanks, not. But also you can get like a little bit gold. And of course you can roll the dice. And maybe you will have the chance to get another one of the balls. This chance is 1/5, so it's not that high actually. But people will think, oh, 20% is not so much. Let's buy 100. And yeah, don't do it. But this is your decision. You will get also like 100% like stuff normally long-time players don't need anymore. But why not? It's nice to have. Okay. You will also get credits. Everyone needs credits, not bad. And this is just one of the following. So either credits or like booklets, manuals, stuff like this. Also possibility to have a premium account time. This is not so worth it anymore, I think, because you get 3 days of premium like in basically every event, which is like every month now. Yeah, but you also have a chance of 2% getting new premium vehicles, which means let's just go fast over those ones. They are picked very wisely from Wargaming because they are, I have to say, nothing special, nothing outrageously good. The AMBT was buffed. It's good. The Grom, you have to like that play style, but if you are able to play it and if you like it, then it's good. Not like overpowered or not extremely good, I would say. Just good. You can play it at tier 8 and you will have fun if you manage to make those tanks work. I don't know the Jagdtank prototype. It's rather average or like underperforming as far as I know. T-44-100, really old. I think they are just tanks much better in the game who do exactly the same thing like the T-44-100, but it's not a bad tank. So this would be actually not too bad. It would be good. But none of these you would need for anything because they are like tech tree tanks you can play as well and they are like performing the same basically. The AAT-60, maybe this is could be even one of the better ones here. I don't have it, but as far as I know, I made a video about it and the values or the stats of this tank are actually pretty good. So I would say this is maybe the best one actually from all of those standard premium tier 8 tanks. The Emil 9041, it's a good tank as well, but I don't know if you can also play the tech tree tank. It's not such a great difference. And the T77, I got it and I can't make it work. It's so annoying. But we're not here to talk in depth about the tanks itself, just the tier 10s. But I can also not tell you anything about those new tanks. Wargaming is releasing so many new tanks, but even players who play daily, we are like not getting after this. Or we are not like fast enough to catch up to all those new tanks. The values, the stats and stuff like this, they are like floating the player base with new tanks. And for new players, which the game desperately needs, this is a nightmare. You would never like sit down and take your time to read about all of this stuff. Most of them are like fictional and not even existed in the first place, so nobody cares about them in the end as a new player. But okay, we will go further. Stuff, and you have like a chance for one of those alpha balls. But the question is now, does the 20% of the first cheapest balls mean like for another ball of any tier, like not only tier 2 but also tier 3 loot box balls? I don't know. I guess it's like for both of them. So you have a 20% chance maybe to get an alpha one or even the premium one, but you get in those ones like free XP, premium days stuff you most likely don't need, universal guides, okay, which are nice, but also a 50% chance of components and even more free, or more basic XP boosters. A 5% chance. But you have first to get one of those. Yeah, after you had the luck to get one of those Rheinfeld Alpha balls, let's say it's 20% chance, and then you need another 5% chance to get the tier 9 tanks. I'm not gonna say much about them. I think they are all good actually, like playable, with even the KP set being very good as far as I know at tier 9. I don't know the Medved. No clue. Not gonna go deeper in this. You've got a chance of 50% 3D attachment. If you like this stuff, maybe you can like glue it to your tank and then look like, I don't know, some Fallout, Halloween, trash can clown or whatever. If you like it, go for it. But I don't see any point in adding those to the game because they are worth nothing in my opinion. You got the Prime balls at the end. They contain a good amount of gold actually. And some premium days or high chance for premium days, guides and stuff like this. So like the chances are here higher, but to get one of those balls you already have to have so much luck that it would be also even more disgusting to have like low chances in most balls to get anything. Even here you got even 30% possibility to get one of the components, 200, 500 or 1000. And the tier 10 vehicles, it's a 10% chance. 10%. But you will get for sure another 3D attachment. This is 2 cans glued together. There's a piece of pizza and some heater, and you got a wardrobe for your tank, machine gun for the turret, I guess, and light. Cool. Okay, here the madness doesn't end. I'm not gonna go so much further into the rest of the tanks. Let's just say the Vercingetorix. I think the values are not definitely sure yet, so I can't tell much about it. As far as it seems, it will be good, but not too crazy. It has like a turbo mode, as if we need even more fast tanks at tier 10, but it has a cyclic gun. I don't know how armor will perform. It doesn't look like it will be a good, well-armored, well-protected tank. It has decent alpha damage, so this will not be too bad, I think, at tier 9. But here we go. The MTB and the Chieftain MK6. They are just hands down overpowered and pay to win. We will check out the stats of those. Here we are at the MBT-B. This is an autoloader, as far as I know. It has a clip size of 6 shells. It will shoot 2 of them with 1 clip. So you got actually 3 shots, but they shoot 2 shells. The damage of one of those is 400. 400. So you can take 400 times 6. You have 260 penetration at the standard AP. You got APCR where you got 305. And you got an okay normal HE shell. So you can shoot people with 305 millimeters penetration. The dispersion is not too bad. You can lower this definitely. And you got actually not the best dispersion factors here on the move or on the traverse. But if you just move the turret, you got such a low value here for dispersion while turret traverse. It's a joke. If you stand still and you just like aim left and right, you're completely fine. After firing, it goes up quite good, but still I think this will be a close combat fighter more or less, because you got 50 kilometers per hour top speed, which you can boost as well. And let's check out the armor. Actually, doesn't look good. So if you play hull down, you can maybe have some lucky ricochets here. But you can side scrape to a certain degree. If they are not aware of your weak spots, you might be lucky with baiting some shots into your sights and kind of space armor with tracks here. But okay, yeah, well, armor is not the important thing. Let's go for best shells, and let's just put for fun some stuff in it, like word stab, and let's also put this stuff in here. Let's just give the crew Brother's arms, and maybe this as well as move right, and let's check now how it will be performing. So you got a workable dispersion, and you got actually not too bad dispersion factors even while moving, and insane one while just moving the turret. So you can also put like turbo in it, and then you go with 54. You will see the soft terrain resistance is actually pretty bad, even with turbo, but just put a good crew in it and take off-road driving, and you will drive even through soft terrain with 45 kilometers power. This is nothing new, nothing special. Actually, this crew skill on most of tanks will help you out extremely. But yes, we'll just make this tank absolutely disgusting, and it will just delete you in like a burst of 3. And then it's over. So as if we don't have enough like 5-minute battles or less at tier 10 especially. This is crazy. But it doesn't end here. Let's check out the Chieftain. The Chieftain has actually even better dispersion rates, and the dispersion factors while moving, they are just outrageously good. This tank will have like almost always a completely aimed gun. Goes with 3000 DPM, like even without a rammer. Let's put a rammer in it. Let's put to the crew already some stuff here. Also this stuff, of course, off-road driving. Without off-road driving, it would have like the same problem, as effective top speed would be struggling. Actually, also a little bit in medium terrain, but just like do this and you're fine. 42 top speed is absolutely fast enough. Let's put a step in it, and turbo, you go with 46, and like absolutely crazy dispersion factors. And yeah, this is the Chieftain with 3400 damage per minute. I think this is better than actually the rest of the heavy tanks from the same class, kind of. But I think like not even the Conqueror or the E5 can hold up to this damage per minute. We go to the armor, and this tank actually also has armor. So it will like go with 46 kilometers in your face, and if it plays hull down or stands there, you will have a big fat problem. Because you can try to hit this little cupola, it will be hard enough. Also, you have 310 millimeters of penetration. Also nice if you have like 2 types of the same shell, basically, so you have to shoot gold, of course. But also you have a 140 millimeter hash shell, so you can like delete the little less armored tanks, especially at tier 8, because we have like +3 matchmaking. Isn't that great? But if your enemy has like 310 millimeters of penetration, you will have to hide your weak spot, which is directly over the gun, and a little bit here, but not for sure. So, but if you play hull down as best as possible, like this, the enemy has to know that you can maybe pen this here, but also you have to shoot to pen this first. Yeah, this is not so easy with RNG in the game, so you will be mostly fine. This is the current state of the game. I'm very, very curious about how expensive those balls will be, those new loot boxes, and how it all will turn out. And keep in mind, this game, let's check it here. Sometimes they have, oh yeah, there's also Twitch drops, which are very bad actually, so why even bother? No, they don't have the little icon. I was searching for that Peggy icon actually, because this game is Peggy 12. And what Wargaming is doing now basically is like grooming childs to become gamble addicts. They did it before, like every other game as well, but with this more aggressive monetarization, it will just lead to more cheap empty pockets. And if you want to know how many of the loot boxes you have to buy to get a tank for certain, I would recommend you Skill for LTU's video, Steady Stay in World of Tanks. I think that hits it. Here you go, check out the whole video. Here's just the stats for the first ball, for example, the cheapest one, the proto one. You have to buy around like 50 boxes to get something for sure. But also for the next one, you already have to buy like over 200. Let's say 250, something like this, to get certainly one of those tanks. And if you want to have like one vehicle from the Prime loot box, you are already at around 500. Check out the video. He's also talking about other disgusting stuff from Wargaming, like psychology of loot boxes. Absolutely interesting. Some stuff is mostly aware for most people, some stuff is maybe not so clear. But in the end, they are like doing it now, like many other games are already doing it, but this doesn't mean this is any better or something like this. I think they will like discuss so many of their player base now, because people are playing World of Tanks because it is not like other games. It's much slower than most other games, and it wasn't so extremely pay to win like many other big titles out there. And we have a lot of old people actually playing this game, not PG-12, but also old people. But they are not invincible in the direction of gambling addiction, because some people are just not able to resist this. You can say, okay, you don't have to buy loot boxes, so where's the problem? But some people, and this is just a certain amount of every population, has very big problems to resist this. Not because it's their own fault or they're not strong enough, because just their brain works different. Check it out, you can research this stuff. It was also in a South Park episode for once. And yeah, do your research about it. It's absolutely disgusting how they are also treating not only their older player base in that disgusting way, because like OP tanks, which some people can't just afford, because it's like a ridiculous amount of money. Also, a lot of people don't want to spend that much money for a game with like fictional in-game internet vehicles, internet tanks. And the others are gamble addicts, and some of them are just childs and annoy their parents to the point that they are spending all this money. It's a very bad direction of Wargaming. We have hit, I think, the lowest point of that company's history. They have to make money for sure, because they are also doing a lot of other stuff next to this game. Like, they are losing a lot of money with complete trash titles, which no one plays. Maybe you've heard of that Steel Hunter own game, where like we have those mechs running around. I don't think this is working out so good as they planned. And they had other titles no one has ever heard before, because they all flopped, or they all were like, they were not like followed anymore. World of Tanks is basically, with maybe World of Warships, together with big cash cow for the whole company, which is financing all of their experiments, and the ridiculous amount, I guess, of their managers. Or I think a lot of people are getting lots of stuff out of this game, money-wise, which should be the case, because it doesn't flow into the game. That's the problem. We are playing like a game which has barely changed itself for almost years. We get every year something a little bit new, but nothing big. We have now kind of a new map with Ends, which is just an enlarged map, which doesn't offer anything crazy. I like that map, that's good. And we got now Airfield, the new Airfield, which is kind of a new map. I didn't play it much, so I don't know. But before that, we had like years of breaks between map development, for example. So they are really saying, okay, dudes, they should play for years and years, mostly the same maps. This is just one point of all of this frustration the player base has. Because they are milking the players now, even to this disgusting degree, but the game doesn't develop any better. So let's see how it all turns out to be. I will for sure play that game mode. I think that's a good idea. I also like that you can get some free stuff, of course. I am very afraid of the loot box outcome. I think a lot of people will actually buy this stuff, and Wargaming will recognize they can draw out even more money from the player base, while a lot of people's personal destinies will be destroyed because they can't work or can't handle the money, or they are children, or other problems will start, like gamble addiction will develop, and this is just disgusting. And here we are, last stand Operation Pandora, and I think they opened the box of Pandora here again after they opened it with tier 9. Let's see, I think in September they will release the new version of World of Tanks, which will maybe have tier 11, but who knows. And they will get even more aggressive with monetization. I think this is where we're standing now. So you as the players have now to think about how much money you want to spend for this company and for the philosophy of this company, and if it's all worth it to you. It's still a free-to-play game, actually. We can all play it as much as we want, and no one of us has to pay something. And you don't have to pay tier 10 if it's now getting pay to win, basically. We have our tiers still left. Maybe tier 8 will be disgusting too, because we still have tier plus 3 tier matchmaking. So you will face as a tier 8, also a tier 10, and for example that MBT and the Chieftain. I can't imagine that this will turn out to be a good idea, actually. So thanks guys for watching, and cheers bros.